Judge people by their character, not their accomplishments. This is a quote from the Stoics that I've always loved, because it has such an easy way to determine whether or not someone is virtuous. But recently, this idea has taken on a whole new meaning for me. You see, growing up, we're all taught that emotions are bad. And sure, there are some emotions that we should avoid, like anger or jealousy or bitterness, but most of our negative emotions are actually there to help us. Fear, for example, keeps us safe. Sadness is there to help us process grief, and anger can be a powerful motivator for change. But here's the problem. We don't control our emotions. Our emotions control us. When we feel them, we act on them. And when we act on our emotions, we do stupid things. So the Stoics say we need to learn how to control our emotions. But what if the problem isn't our emotions? What if the problem is how we judge ourselves for having them in the first place? You see, when we feel emotions, we naturally judge ourselves for feeling them. And when we judge ourselves, we feel bad about ourselves. And that's why we act the way we do. Marcus Aurelius says that we have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. Well said, Marcus. We should listen more and we should speak less. But why? Because every time we speak, we have the opportunity to say something stupid. The reason that we should take more time before we speak is not because we're emotional, but because we judge ourselves for being emotional. When we feel an emotion, our first instinct is to react to it. But if we take a step back and we observe it without judgment, we can choose how we act. Epicurus says that the chief task in life is to separate things into 2 buckets, things that are in our control and things that aren't. Most of the time when we feel emotions, it's because we're focusing on things that are outside of our control. So, the next time you feel an emotion, ask yourself, am I reacting to something that is in my control? Or is this something that is in my mind? Because here's the beautiful thing. When you stop judging yourself for having emotions, you stop giving power to those emotions. And when you stop giving power to those emotions, you become more resilient.